What's up, everyone? Today is day 22 of phase 3 of the Live Hard program. As you can tell, I'm at my house. It's currently 9:15. Been working night shift the last, I say, 9 or 10 days in the middle of Oklahoma. And now I'm about to start working day shift tomorrow at the same place. So I was able to drive home. I needed to get some mail that I had and see Mackenzie. So we just got back from eating at Cracker Barrel. Ate clean still, just broccoli and chicken tenders, grilled chicken tenders, and that's it. So I stayed on the diet. I checked the scale whenever I got here today. It was said 216. So I think that might be just because I drank a lot of water throughout the day already. I'm gonna check in the morning because I was expecting to be around 210. I can tell by the way I look, and I've barely been eating, and I've been doing my cardio in my rucks in the hot of the day. So we'll see in the morning. But I woke up this morning at 11:45. I did my first 45-minute workout, which was my outdoor ruck with my 45-pound backpack. Got that done. As I was doing it, the guy that was on day shift messaged me and told me that I'm going to days tomorrow. Basically, they're cutting down to one person on each shift instead of two. So I'm moving to days, and the other guy that's on nights right now is staying on nights. Hopefully I'll be out there another month or so, close to home. I can drive back and forth. The main thing was I liked working nights because I can have during the day when I'm off, I can go do things. Like if I have some things that I need to take care of, can't really do that whenever you're working day shift and you're working 4:30 to 4:30. You know, stuff closes at 4 or 5. And so anyways, I was able to leave work at 6, so I didn't get back home till 7:30, and then we went 8. That's why currently it's 9:15. Feeling good otherwise. This was a nice little reset I needed. I'm on day 22, so it's coming to an end soon. I got about a week and a day, technically just 7 more days, because I'm about to be done with this one. This is my one of my last few tasks I need to read still. It's gonna throw me off because I have been sleeping from 5:30 in the morning till close to noon. I'm about to have to be awake, and I need to go to sleep soon now. I don't know. I'm gonna probably just go to sleep, get up at like 1:15, get one of my workouts done. I might end up doing my outdoor workout at work tomorrow. Just walk around with my 45-pound bag like I do, because you can do that anywhere. I mean, I'm gonna be outside anyways, working at work. Not really working, but I'm gonna be there, making sure everything's operating correctly, and I can do that while I'm walking in a circle. But we'll see, just because I want to be able to get on the opposite schedule as what I've been on, where I'll get off work at 4:30 p.m. and basically get to sleep by 6 or so and get up around midnight, like I am working nights currently doing during the day. So I like to be able to be awake a few hours before work. I feel a lot better when I work nights and I'm up 4 hours, 5 hours before work, instead of just getting up an hour or less potentially and going straight to work. I don't like that feeling. I know I did it for years. Most people do it. They don't want to be up early, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet, especially with having to do 2 workouts. I need to get those done in between being at work and not being at work or sleeping. So we'll see how I decide to do it. I just know I got to be at work at 4:30 in the morning, so I need to leave here by about 2:45 to get there a little bit early, and we'll just see how that goes. Other than that, though, that's the only thing that's kind of getting in my way right now, an obstacle as far as messing things up with my schedule. That's just how things go. You can see it constantly throughout your life. If you're watching these videos, something different's always going on with me. It's not consistent whenever you're working out of town and you're doing these different phases of the program, or if you're going on traveling to different places. And like went to Vegas a few times, went to Florida during phase 2, went to St. Louis during phase 2, and just a lot of going around. I don't really like to stay home And if I'm working a long period of time, I like to do something in between going back to work. But I should be busy the rest of the year, at least in that area. I'm gonna try to avoid, like, not even go to what, like, that's how it was before though. I didn't go to West Texas purposely because I can't stand it out there. And back in January, the stuff that I'm doing in Oklahoma, it's the same company that I'm working for now. These are the first set of wells that they opened up the whole year so far. So from January to August, they didn't do anything, and that's why I had to go. There's might have been some like hit or miss jobs, but the job I was on in West Texas was pretty good. It was just a lot of driving back and forth, and just it turned into basically I got sick of being around the people. They were just like cancerous type people to be around, the kind of people that would leave you in a bind and not tell you about something being messed up and you have to go figure it out, or it mess up and then potentially it's dangerous. This job is not necessarily safe, and it's just the first 4 months I worked with this woman, and she moved up to a specialist position, and she was cool. She, like, I would help her whenever she needed help, but other than that, it wasn't like she was going out of her way to like bypass safety equipment, bypass equipment in general, just do shady things that people have to find out about by tracing back the programming and looking back on the all the data, because they can see everything, tank levels, pressures, like literally everything. They can trend and see when somebody did something or did not do something, or forgot or did not notice something was messed up, or how long they waited till they fixed it, or how long it took them to figure it out. That was not, like, they could find out everything. And these people don't understand that. They would literally set up the thing they talked about each day was like, we're going to do this today on our first day, and then an hour before the next week comes in, because it's 7 days on, 7 days off, so there's a day shift and a night shift, and a day shift and a night shift. Well, they would plot to do things to make it easier for themselves, and then put the piece of equipment back in service 1 hour before leaving for a week, and not tell anybody about it. And then now they got caught up in it because the main bosses trended stuff and saw. So I just the kind of people that I can't stand to be around, for one, let alone work with, or have to switch, like as a relief. They call it whenever you go in for your shift, you're relieving the other guys, day or night shift, whatever you're on. And I was just in a bad mood every day. It was constantly, I was just in a bad mood. I was negative. I just couldn't stand being there. So I feel a lot better now, being closer to home, working in Oklahoma. I mean, it's a big difference between dry heat and humidity. It's way humid where I'm working in central Oklahoma today. The high temperature was 110. So whenever I was doing my ruck, it was like 100 at noon. So even currently it's 98 still. Jeez. It showed like Sunday, because today's Monday, so about a week away, there's temperatures under 100 finally. So hopefully that'll be the end of the 100-degree days for the summer. It's getting close to, September's coming up, so it should be coming to an end soon. Then we'll be dealing with freezing weather. But anyways, getting everything done. I feel good as far as accomplished, because I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing and stacking up now 22 days in a row of wins. And that confidence that comes with that is unmatched. Most of us go through our lives and we don't do any of the things we tell ourselves we're supposed to be doing. And so we constantly feel anxious and depressed, or like we're not doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. Basically, that's where that stems from. You aren't going to have belief and confidence in yourself when you aren't doing the things that you're telling yourself you need to do. It's like having a friend that always like backs out of, or doesn't do what they say they're going to do to you. You would quit talking to them after some time, or you would check them and say, hey, you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing. So do that. You got to do that with yourself, and you have to have the reason of why you're doing the things that you're trying to do. It's not, I just got to do this workout to get through this program. No, if there's a reason behind each of the steps and tasks of the program, 75 hard or phase 1, 2, and 3 of Live Hard, there's a reason behind it. It's not necessarily to get you to take a picture of yourself, or to do a second workout of the day, or take a cold shower. Those are things that are just creating this belief in yourself because you're supposed to be doing them, and it's part of the program, but it's also inconvenient, it's uncomfortable. You are going to want to do absolutely anything besides those things at times. Most days, probably 9 out of 10 days, you aren't going to feel like it. It's going to be just something you're going to have to force yourself to do. And then there comes a day along that you feel good. You know that you've been doing the things that you're supposed to be doing for this many days before that, and you know you can keep going. So it's always going to be hard. It just gets easier as you develop the strength and the grit and the perseverance and the mental toughness and the discipline as you go through the days, and you build up momentum. And when you build up momentum, as long as you keep carrying it through, you'll keep that momentum will keep going. Whenever you start falling off, it'll start slowing down. You'll start losing points in your discipline. You'll start to feel that anxious feeling that you got rid of. So it's a constant battle. You're always gonna have to do it. There's not like you do the phase or the program once or twice or whatever years in a row. It's forever. It's like working out. You're building up whatever muscle group you're trying to work out and build up, it grows. The same thing happens with your mindset. It grows. You just don't see it because it's not, it's not in sight. There's no scan you can do of somebody's mind, or if there is, it's not something that most people could ever get done to see what that score is in their mind, their discipline score, their mental toughness score, their perseverance score. You don't see that. You know to yourself, you can feel it, and that's the only gauge you really have. So a lot of times that feeling where we feel like we're not doing enough, we could be better, we could be further along, we don't have this belief in ourselves, all that stems from consistently not doing the things that we tell ourselves we need to do. And that's everything. That starts with your eating, if you're drinking, if you're going out, if you're not working out, if you're not putting in the right amount of effort in your relationship and your work and your workouts. All these things add up, and as long as you can consciously be aware as you go out throughout your day of making individual decisions, knowing that this is going to help me or this is going to hurt me. But each time you do anything, if you're going to eat this cheeseburger or you're going to replace it with like a chicken breast or whatever, that's just an example. You need to be aware of what you're doing. So as you keep doing it, though, it becomes easier. You don't even have to second guess it. You know, you need to do this, this, and this is going to be the result. So the results come from constantly staying with the program, not necessarily Live Hard, but your own program of your goals and the list of things that you know you need to do to reach your goals. It's just never quitting. That's all it takes. You just don't stop. You have to have a right plan to follow, but you just don't stop once you start following it. It needs to be the right plan. You don't want to be doing a lot of things and think that you're going to get somewhere just because you're doing a lot of things. The things that you're doing are important. They need to matter to what your goal is. So you could be doing a lot of things and not getting closer to your goal. You might just need to readjust and change up those things. But you are on the right track because you are doing stuff in general. You're not just stagnant thinking you're going to get somewhere doing the bare minimum. And that's most people. You don't want to be like most people. That's why you're watching this show. So anyways, that's all I got for today. It's getting close to 9:30, and I'll be back tomorrow for day 23. Peace.